So, as part of my training, I'll be filling in on desk duty, and I'm kind of nervous about it.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. You know, I remember what it was like when I was a student nurse.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kelly.
Good. I was just spent 3 hours in surgery with Justin. That man's incredible.
Well, while you were doing that, Morgan came by to have lunch with you, and since you couldn't make it, I subbed.
Oh, well, I'm glad you were free.
Oh, yeah, we had a great lunch, and then she went over to see Amanda at Spaulding's about something, and she said she's going to try to make it back here. And she sent her love.
Thanks. I never know where she is now. She's got her own driver's license.
Kelly, how much longer will you be working under Dr. Marler in cardiology?
Just this month.
And then where do you go?
To obstetrics and pediatrics to work under Margaret Sedgwick.
Oh, I just saw Nola Reardon. She was waiting for an appointment with Dr. Sedgwick. Do you have any time off between assignments?
Oh, it really depends on the new department head. See, I think Dr. Sedgwick has a clerk working for her now, and he'll probably continue to work for about a week, 10 days after I'm through with Justin.
Oh, maybe you could take a little vacation between assignments.
That'd be nice, but I think if I have any time off at all, it'll be spent trying to absorb what I learned under Justin. Anyway, I have a break now. Are you free?
Oh, I just came back from lunch.
Oh, well, I guess I should meet with these two girls who are helping me with my song for the reopening of the Copper Lantern. And after that, I'll be in the snack shop if Justin calls, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All the other clerks say that Kelly is just great. That he works harder than anyone else around here.
Oh, he does. He's going to be a fine doctor someday. Nothing gets in his way.
Like what?
Oh, something I almost did once. It's a long story.
Oh. Hi, Nola. You all through with Dr. Sedgwick?
Yeah, she was running a little late. Do you want to have that cup of coffee now?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Well, now that the chambermaid, Roseanne Weiner, has confirmed your story, you're free to go, Miss Chamberlain.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm curious, though. Well, why didn't you tell me about this until now? You could have saved yourself a lot of mental anguish.
I didn't want Daddy to know I'd ransacked his suite. He'd be furious at me.
Look, why don't you just forget about his business with Mike? Don't put any more pressure on him right now.
I'm not going to put any more pressure on him, but I'm not going to forget it. When do I get my blazer back?
Just as soon as the lab is completed to check on your buttons, Miss Chamberlain. Thank you very much. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, Moss. McCord wants to see me? Yeah, well, yeah, he's the guy who Nola Reardon works for. He's the one who has that whole collection of hats, like the one in the sketch. Yeah, sure, send him in. That probably won't lead anywhere, but at this point, I'll talk to anybody.
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way, and by squeezably soft Charmin bathroom tissue.
Have you heard any further word from Mike?
As a matter of fact, Ross got a call from him just before he left. Apparently, he was able to track down the outfit that rented Alan the helicopter he used to get out of Puerto de la Cruz, but now he's got to find out where on Tenerife he's taken Hope and the baby.
I can't believe Ross and Carrie have taken off for a vacation now of all times.
Oh, come on. I think Ross is entitled to a vacation after all those weeks of being under suspicion.
You're probably right. Yes. I'm still reeling from having been a suspect for 24 hours. I don't know how I would have gotten through it without you. You heard anything from Rita? Or where she is?
No, not a word. I guess that'll have to wait now until Mike gets back.
Well, I hope you're going to be my escort for the opening of the Copper Lantern.
Yeah, why not? Unless something comes up about Alan that keeps me away.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not interrupting anything.
No, Morgan, come on in.
Vanessa, I wanted to thank you again for helping plan Kelly's birthday party.
Oh, it will just make the festivities all that more lively.
Yeah, looks like I'll be there to sing happy birthday along with everyone else now.
Oh, good. Have either of you seen Amanda?
She was in the waiting room with your mother. I think they were planning to go out for a business luncheon or something.
Okay, then I'll wait.
Speaking of lunch, we better go so I can get back to work, okay?
Oh, I was just at the hospital a few minutes ago, and everything seemed to have been running very smoothly.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think there's any rush.
Oh, I sort of get the feeling that you attribute that mainly to your husband.
Well, not yet, but someday.
You're probably right. Come on, let's go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I really don't want it to get around the student nurses, and since you saw me coming out of Dr. Sedgwick's office...
You mean
I'm pregnant. Are you shocked?
What about the father?
Well, he wanted to marry me. It's just I'm not in love with him. It's kind of complicated.
I think you have a lot of courage, Nola. I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me.
Yeah, well, it's rough, but it would have been worse, though, if I would have married the guy not being in love with him. You know, I'll be fine, just as long as I don't lose my job.
Why would you lose your job? Last time I talked to you, everything was going so well.
Well, it's about as complicated as my pregnancy, Leslie. Probably take...
Hi, Nola. Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Floyd. Would you like to sit down?
Oh, thanks, but Kelly's over there by himself, so I think I'll keep him company. Bye-bye.
Floyd's just about the nicest man I've met in a long time.
Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
I don't think I've ever met anybody quite like him.
Yeah, seems like you've had a lot of experience with men.
Oh, no. Just the opposite. My parents were very overprotective. I hardly dated at all. I didn't think anybody was good enough for me. Floyd's the kind of guy you could bring home to your parents. Even mine.
Seems like everybody in the hospital's crazy about Floyd.
Listen, Kelly, I might have made a slip when I spoke with Morgan earlier. Well, I saw you rehearsing with those two student nurses in the lounge the other day, and I told Morgan that you were planning to do this big production number at the opening of the Copper Lantern.
Oh, that's okay. Just, I'd appreciate if you didn't say anything else to her, because I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah, sure. Well, it sounds great. I'm going to be singing a song that I wrote especially for Nola.
Oh, well, then Nola's definitely going to be there.
Yeah, I asked her this morning. I think it'll be good for her to, you know, dress up and get out and have some fun. Listen, I don't know what happened between all you guys, but if there's anything that I can do to try and help and patch things up between you...
Well, I think it's probably better if we just leave the situation the way it is. Anyway, I've got to get back to work. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
There's another guy you could take home to your parents. That is, if you're real lucky. So, when do you think you'll know about your job?
I have no idea.
Label says Marrakesh.
Marrakesh. Yes, and I have several other hats just like that one. Lieutenant, after what I've told you, I hope you're satisfied I had nothing to do with Diane Ballard's murder.
Well, your story checks out with what your housekeeper told me to the letter. But I'd still like to take you over to Spaulding Enterprises to meet the secretary over there who worked with our police artist on the sketch. Now, she's the only one who actually saw the man who followed Diane Ballard into the office like that. I'll just check and make sure she's there.
Lieutenant, may I ask how my hat and I came to your attention?
Hello. Lieutenant Wyatt, Springfield Police here. Is this Laurie?
Strange coincidence. Nola and her new boss both have appointments here today. Nola's in with Dr. Sedgwick, and McCord's due in pretty soon to see Dr. McIntyre.
Get back from Morocco pretty quick, didn't he?
Morocco?
Yeah, according to Nola. See, just because he has his hat like this sketch in the newspaper, she figures he's off to Morocco on a contract to kill somebody.
Oh,
Makes sense, right? Well, I just thought Lieutenant Wyatt was going to haul her off to the funny farm the other day when she was in there telling him that guy.
Nice to see you can make jokes about it.
Well, at this point, it's either joke or strangle.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't lose her job because of her imagination, though. You know, my mom's still already upset and everything as it is.
Excuse me. Fourth floor desk, Miss Parker. Yes, Dr. Phillips. All right, I'll be right in. Hold on. Hillary, I'll be in 411 in the evening, okay?
Sure.
Tony, thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Tony, I think you deserve a round of applause for the change in Katie. She's a totally different person than the one who was mourning about Andy a few weeks ago.
No need to thank me. Katie's a fine lady. I like being with her.
Oh, I know that, but you were also very persistent. That's what Katie needed, too. She needed a man she could trust. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I really mean that.
Well, if you want...
What? What were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. Listen, I got to get back to work. I'll see you later. Say hi to Derek for me, okay?
Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Tony, how are you?
Okay.
Good.
How's Morgan?
Well, fine, I guess. Now that she's got a driver's license, I can hardly get her out of the car.
If I were you, I wouldn't let a foxy little thing like that drive around town by herself. You know, everybody in town will try to move in on her and stuff.
I'm not worried.
Not the jealous type, huh? Good for you. Gotta catch this one. Okay, later.
Hillary, is Ed in his office?
Oh, last I heard he was going to go to Spaulding and take Vanessa to lunch and talk to Henry.
Oh, well, Justin wants to ask his advice on a patient. I better call Justin and see if he wants to wait for Ed or call another doctor.
Candles on the cake. Maybe she can dim out the lights when the cake comes.
You look very natural sitting there.
Oh, hi, Josh. I promise you're not going to see me sitting back here too often, just when I'm waiting for Amanda like now.
Yeah, I just left Amanda and your mother at a business meeting. Good looks seem to run in the family.
Thank you.
Now, how did your drive home go last night?
Well, I stalled it once in the beginning, but other than that, it was okay. Thanks to your lesson.
Anytime.
So, how do you like Springfield?
It's getting better every minute.
Oh, and have you met anyone outside of the business?
Yeah, I met a couple of nurses over at Cedars, and Tony Reardon at the Copper Lantern, and yeah, last night I met Tony's sister, Nola. Do you know her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, she seems like a lot of fun. But, I don't know, it seems that the only thing anybody seems to talk about around here are the Ballard and Bradley murders and Mike Bauer's manhunt for Alan Spaulding.
I hate to even think about that because, well, I'm friends with both of them, Michael and Alan, and I just hope that what they suspect Alan of isn't true. And I know that Hope won't be able to go through it.
Yeah, it had a big impact on the business, too. Off the record, I think my father's going to drag his feet on this whole deal until Alan is in the clear because, well, quite frankly, this business would go down the drain if he's found guilty.
He's not. He can't be.
It's nice to see someone who cares so deeply about some friends.
Well, I guess that's only because I didn't really have any friends until I came to Springfield, and then my whole life changed.
Maybe the same thing will happen to me.
Here are the files you were looking for, Mr. Lewis.
Ah, thank you.
Hello, Morgan. I didn't know you were here.
Yes, you weren't here when I came in.
Oh, I was taking notes at a meeting with Amanda and your mother. You know, I think you should be very proud of the job that they're doing.
This is it. Thank you, Lori. Morgan, I'll look forward to seeing you at the opening of the restaurant, if not before.
Yes. Bye-bye, Josh.
Bye-bye.
So, how's married life?
It's wonderful. You should try it.
Well, you won't get any argument from me on that. Hello?
Lori, can I take a few minutes of your time now?
Yes, of course. Come in.
Oh, hello, Morgan. Good to see you again.
Hello, Ted.
Now, Lori, I want you to look at this man very carefully. Now, Mr. McCord, put your hand on, please. Could this be the man who followed Diane Ballard into her office that day and asked all those questions about her?